Adam and Andrew on the Bamandelli. I like saying that now because I can. But yeah, they're the only two out. Other than that, we've got a full field squad. It's frustrating because very rarely you see games getting brought forward. Usually they're postponed and played later. Chelsea got through to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, so we knew that it was going to get moved. I don't think the notice was early enough for both sets of supporters, to be honest. Yeah, I think so. They're the most important thing because we saw how much everybody missed them. During the COVID period and the pandemic when they weren't allowed in stadiums. We've had fans travelling up to Liverpool last week for an FA Cup tie at an 8 o'clock kick-off, and they're not getting back to Norwich till 3-4 o'clock, so there's not an awful lot of thought process going on there. In performance, started the game really well. Should have taken the lead with a better team in the first half. We got done by a set piece, and then I've watched the game back, and the game actually doesn't even start for 15 minutes in the second half. We have an appeal ourselves for the penalty which should have been given, and then we have to wait 2 minutes for VAR, and then they go up the other end, get a penalty, and we wait 2 minutes for VAR, and then there's 3 minutes of stop-start football, and then another penalty, and we wait 3 minutes for VAR, and all of a sudden you're 3-0 down, and you look at your watch, and there's 58 minutes gone, and you haven't even started the second half. So it was a real strange game for us, and a strange game in how we suddenly found ourselves 3-0 down as well. Obviously more so in the wing-back role that Chelsea play. He's a really adventurous player, and I watched him closely when he was on loan at Wigan, and what a player he was there as well. And it's no surprise to me that he's took his form on into Chelsea, and I think it was under Frank he got his debut for Chelsea, and he's gone from strength to strength, so he's certainly one to watch. I mean, I think he set a couple of goals up in the week last week at Burnley, and he's certainly threatening the box. Yeah, he does, and as I said before, they have 5 players on your last line at times, and 2 of them are their wing backs. I think we've all seen Alonso and Chilwell at times when he was fit, and Reece James, Aspilicueta getting on in the crosses from the opposite side. So they've got a lot of good players, and it's something that we have to be very wary of. Well, if you look at the midfield area, I thought from box to box we were the better team. Unfortunately, in 2 boxes where results are, and that's where we got found out on the day. I think the whole team, I think the whole football world is looking for more leaders.
Not just football, but yeah, carry on.
Yeah, you're right there. We're all looking for leaders all the time, and the ideal leaders for me are ones that want to encourage and nurture other leaders rather than gather followers, and that's the kind of people we want within the club. Yeah, as a lad, his attitude, his application is second to none. First out on the training ground, last off. He's just got a love for football, well liked within the dressing room by staff and players. And he's come to a different type of football club, and what I mean by that, Chelsea go into most games and dominate possession. Norwich as a club, us going into the Premier League, there's going to be better players than what we have in the squad at times. So he's had to learn another side to the game, and I think if you asked him, he'd say he's learned to become a better all-round player because of that. Yeah, it's 33 points to play for, so we'll keep playing for every one of them. And the squad have been through a lot of ups and downs over the last 3 or 4 years here. We knew it wasn't going to be easy in the Premier League. And what we have to do is go and show everybody, and again have that siege mentality that we feel that we can, take it every game as it comes and go and win a game. What with the Chelsea game before? Yeah. I don't know. I haven't even talked about that game, to be honest. I've not looked back at it. It wasn't one of the games that I needed to look at really when I was, analysing the team. So, what they've got to do is bounce back for themselves, really, not the 7-0 game at Chelsea.